right? So we are going to start, like, obviously, as far as concerned, I'm just giving you, like, I know, like, I already giving the idea what's basically AI, and I hope, like, you all are understanding the last presentation. Probably not. I'm just giving the idea that's what's basically the AI is doing, and what's uh, you know uh, uh, yeah, it's important for today, and how the people are actually taking the advantages from it. So I'm just open. This is a company profile, but there is one thing is important over here. That's why I'm going to open this presentation. Okay. Normally, if you're going to just understand what is AI, so AI actually is trying to make a replica of human, and we would like that machine behave, machine works, machine provide, machine take decisions, different aspects like human, and there are five major areas. And five major areas are four are here. That's vision, sound, natural language, and prediction. And the fifth one is the robotics. So our landscape is that our company is working only on four major areas. As the human, like for example, human has two major areas. One is his body, and second one is soul, his brain. So when we are going to talk about its body, so we talk about its movement. Obviously, it's different aspect of the robot. So robotics is normally the part of the human hands, human legs, human faces, and the expressions on the face, a different thing like that. So normally this is total part of the, like, robot side. But obviously that all the body parts is moving and is working through brain. So brain actually is working on four these major areas, and robotics works on the other. So we are not working on the robot side. We are totally working on the brain aspects. So as far as concerned, we talk about how the human is working. Human is basically taking his observation, his decision, his knowledge, his memory. Is normally that 70% work is taken by his eyes. So the vision part is a 70% of AI usually. That's why you have seen, like, in so many uh, different. The OpenAI is one of the algorithm that is published by the Microsoft, Google. So the OpenAI actually is working on the vision. So vision has different aspects. How the human observed, how the human can understand that there are some hurdles or there is something over there. I think somebody is also joining us. Who is okay? Faisal. Okay. So so normally we have vision is the most important part. So second thing is the sound. We are also listening, and we are also saying something. So the ear and obviously our tongue is the most important part, which we call in the AI speech processing and speech synthesis. Right? The two major areas. So how much you much understand the voice, and after understanding of this voice, your brain takes some decision, and then you say something about his voice. So this is it's a normal phenomena. So now how the machine can work, the sound is a separate area, and then natural language, because maybe the people don't know about that the human is also working on the binary system. At the behind, they are actually have two states of decisions. So the brain right now, the code of the brain is not break, but as today science is saying that same as like our whatever is saying, we can say the cell. Sorry, the human cell is that normally we are also taking the information of that cell. So its code Bajaj actually has braking. I just forget that name. So it's very common actually. But so we know just only that this is also working in the binary. So now brain code, neuron code is actually is not bricked. So that's why we cannot say that brain is also working like as the human cell is working, but understanding of that is working on the binary side. So we actually listen and we're converting to binary, and then we also take decision, and then we are going to say something through our languages. So we have different languages. Internationally, we have in 128 languages. So 128 languages actually are working on the even AI. So there are somebody is speaking English, somebody is French, somebody is is talking in Urdu and different languages. So this languages actually is totally working on the how, like ChatGPT is working on natural language understanding. So then we talk about prediction. Okay, prediction actually based on the data, based on the knowledge, based on the parameters, based on the experiences, based on the observations. So what we would like to predict, and if we predict something, obviously it depends some knowledge and behind side. So that is a total science, separate science. We call it today the data science. It's an upward form of, you can say that, the data analytics. Okay, so we have seen the last session, the planet scan is worked on the prediction AI. So now in these areas actually we are working, and what we have done, we established some products, because it's very difficult to work on the several aspects. We have required so much resources on that side, and obviously every client have a different story with it. So we specifically work with different organizations, and we develop some specific products related to it. So one of the product that is relates to the this is a port industry. Okay, so the port industry is working, and highly important thing for any economy, because normally 80% exports or imports are actually coming and going on through seaports. 20% airports are going to be used for air cargoes, but normally the cargoes are is going through sea. So this is one of the aspects that I have just positioned over here, to just understanding how the ports work, and what are their problems, what are their issues and challenges, and how we are going to help them to make more efficient and more productive. So this is the one area. There are normally the gates in the ports, and the lorries actually sometimes coming without container, and sometimes they are coming with container, but they are registered lorries. Okay, so when they actually get in, so all the information of this whole vehicle and what they have, they need on the gates, their container numbers, how much weight of the containers, when to the time the container is coming, where the container is going, which basically the vessels they actually looking for, either they have a proper lane or not. So everything is going to be required, all the information, including the truck number and the driver information and everything. It takes around like 20 to 25 minutes normally, and almost like 15 to 20 people are required to just get all these sort of information. When they are confirmed about it, okay, this is the right truck and lorry, whatever it is. So they are going to pass to another station, and in the another station, the truck and the container already have the information that what the weight that would be. So they come onto the weigh bridge, and the weigh bridge they need what actually the weight it is. So because sometimes the weight it's something is written on the paper, and when they're going to weight it, so it could be like deviated from the information. So they need a proper information, because that information actually gets into the TOS, that is a terminal operating system, and that terminal operating system actually are internationally connected. So everybody knows that this truck actually have this sort of container, and this is the like weight, and actually this container is going to be uploaded to some vessel, which is also been already mentioned that where actually is going, which country it actually is going, how much travel time it is, and where they basically need to discharge that particular container. So that truck when enter in this area, so obviously this area is around 20 to 25 minutes sometimes, because it's a long journey. Why? Because the different trucks are coming in the lane, and they need some space to move that truck from here to there. Now here they need to take a decision. Either this container is directly go to the key crane and load to the vessel or the ship it is, or this container right now the vessel is not here. After 2 hours or 1 day, the vessel will come over here. So they need to send it to the yard. Okay. So this is the first journey of any container from gate to key crane. Now another part that is another part is the one when the ship it is going to be like came onto the port, and they need to discharge all the containers from here, and then they are going to move to the yards, because whatever the like container is coming down, again they have required all the information of the container, where it is coming, what sort of container it is, and the yard actually is highly important, because there are some customs are involved, there are so many things are involved. So into the yards, all the lorries actually go into the yards, and then when they have decided that these container now another part of the port move to the different aspect, go to the train, to the again weigh bridges, and out gates from the like they need to go somewhere in Manchester, they need to go some Orlando, they need to go somewhere Faisalabad, whatever it is, they basically move from that side. Now you saw this is like a small story, but normally it happens manually in the ports, and they have a constraint that they need a real-time information, which sometimes they cannot get it the real-time information, and the things would be delayed. Maybe sometimes it is also happening like in the yard where the container actually is positioned. So what are the location of the container, where actually is positioned, when it is positioned. So they have information, but they need to put into the like toss. But it takes like sometimes 4-5 hours. It takes like 9 hours. It takes 12 hours, 24 hours to get into the toss, and the management do not know about it. Like it is either it is going to be information is there, so we have to take a decision. So things are actually going to be delayed. Now our system is what I'm just mentioning, like these are the like some sign over here. That is basically a normal camera or 4 MB camera or 2 MB camera, it depends. So we install the different sort of cameras in different locations, and all these information now we are going to take from this camera. Okay, it's a normal camera, and there is no like you can say that the camera is intelligent. No, you can use a normal camera, whatever it is. Normally the port has the different sort of like cameras of the Nexus, and they already have good cameras over there because there is so much humidity over there, so they have to install some camera which has some SOPs, and it's already a standardized SOPs cameras, so they have a cameras. So, but we have required some solution over there when the truck is going to be where it comes, and obviously it's going to be stopped. So how we are going to take that sort of a snap, so the position of the truck should be very careful about it, that is okay over there. So we take a good snap of that truck, and obviously we take. So what's the benefits we have? First of all, where you have required 20 people in that particular locations, we can reduce the humans. Like 5 people can do this job normally to stop the truck and obviously to take some manual information, but obviously they can easily to take the information via technological aspect. So performance is boost. The data can be collected on real-time base, directly put into the task through APIs. Okay, so management knows this truck now enter. Now this truck actually is on the weighbridge. This truck is now going to the yards. Now this truck actually is going to the towards the ship, and the key crane is ready. There's no which key crane actually, which berth actually are engaged to upload that particular container. So we have time is going to be reduced, cost is going to be reduced, capacity is going to be increased, and you have a very, very, very accurate reading over there. Now actually there is another problem in the ports, because there are several things. Because a lot of the lane is like more than like 100 trucks in the lane, and they know that ship time is going to like maybe some truck is going to come and the ship time is after 2 hours or 3 hours. So they have to check it. Okay, what is the number of that container? What is the like weight? Where is going the like, and what truck number? So different numbers they are actually collecting in the very less time. Either they would have like 20 minutes, but obviously they need to take it more fast. So again, they have done a mistakes, and the weight is going to be wrong. Container number is going to be sometime wrong. The truck number is not going to be taken very properly. So different like manual things over there. So error is going to be increased, and problem is there. So our system actually is helping to grow the business. It improves safety as well, because we are going to talk about like further that another BouyLight product. It is a BouyLight product. Another product is a BouySpy. So we are going to also discuss about it. This is how it's going to be used for safety and other things. So if you are, for example, in a day, for example, 200 container is going to be going to one berth, and you had uploaded it and discharging whatever the requirements from the ship. So now it's going to be increased by like 300, 400 containers you can upload and discharge in a day. So it's going to be also increase the productivity of the port, as well as the also increase the economy and revenue collection for a state. So now this solution which I'm talking about, that solution actually is already installed in Karachi, Port Qasim, DP World. Okay, and that's DP World we have installed in 2017. The most important part is what? The race of the technology in the AI is accuracy. So how much accurate is your system? So that system is now already machine learned with thousands of images, and already is basically developed not only machine learning based, it's already developed on a deep learning algorithms. So and that deep learning algorithm actually is also convert the handwritten plates of the truck into the system. Not only you can say the digital or the digitized sort of number the can be converted. It can be converted hand painted license plate as well, and accuracy and speed is so high. So system is available on prem as well as cloud based as well. And another aspect of this feature, that it is a very expensive solution in the ports. Normally the big organization is installing that sort of the system is $1 million, $0.8 million. So we will talk about that. We are very, 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 very economical cost solution that we can provide this on. As I have already mentioned, that it can be deployed on gates, it can be deployed on the way bridges, it can be deployed on the key crane, it can be deployed on the yards. So every area of the terminal, whatever the gates they have, the system is going to be work. Another challenge is what? Sometimes you have a day and sometimes you have a night. So normally the truck is going to be stopped and you are going to take the snap of the truck, and the sunlight actually are not going to give you the exactly results. In evening the environment is different. In night you have a different environment. So it algorithms actually works on in the night and day operations, either light flares, whatever it is, low lights, so it can work. It can find the number, log the information, container number, and especially either government make the patterns. And obviously if you are discharging and loading your containers, worker vessel safety, you can also mention either the container is on the right location, it's going to be in the air, so sometimes it's very difficult. So everything you can manage in this part as well. So this is the algorithm which is just shifting or just giving. Now this is the idea. This is the original truck, and you can see different sort of information on the behind it. And this is again, the license plate of the truck. And it's very difficult to see by the human eye as well. Different colors are same and the truck numbers are also same colors. So it's very difficult to sometimes you can say it's 775, maybe you can write 18715. So what our algorithm is going to be convert into the readable colors. It's not going to be this is blue, so it's going to be sometime orange, is going to be red, it's going to be white, black, whatever the suitable color, and the information can easily log by the algorithms. So it's going to be directly focused on the particular area. You see over here, whatever the information actually is required, the camera is directly focused, and the camera locks the information and identify whatever, because it's a whole picture, but actually this whole picture is not required. We have not required this 2661. We have only required this number. We have only required that sort of information. So that information actually convert into the text and process, and after processing you can have information in the TOS directly. So when you have a TOS, so that TOS actually is going to have a data, and that data you can use that data to get some information about your analytics and different aspect of graphs, whatever you have required, you can get it. Normal time is 4 months, because 1 month we have required the specification and we need to install the cameras on right location, and sometimes civil works is also required. So how much time is going to be required over there and what are the locations? It takes 1 month. And then customization and integration and testing, and we have to deploy it in 4 months. So this is this algorithm is not, again I'm telling you, that work on the AI based cameras. it actually work on the working on the normal cameras, and you can use that sort of cameras anywhere. So this is totally, we talk about the BouyLight. Okay, so this is one product. Now if you have any question about this product, otherwise I can move further, like, because related to that another product we have. Anything you want to ask?
Nothing for myself.
Okay, right. Sorry, then your voice is going to be disturbed. Sorry, what you were saying? Can't hear you. Kamran, your voice is not coming good.
No, I'm not able to hear you from that way. It's very muffled.
Okay. Now another
about the cost. How much is the
we are discussing about the cost as well. We can discuss about the cost. First, we are going to discuss about the product. Okay, so we can discuss what is the cost of the product, like just giving you the idea that what product is about and everything. So I'll tell you that. Now another thing is the port actually works on the three major areas. One is, before the port, there are something is required, and then within the ports, there are some SOPs and with the responsibility of the ports, and then further, when you talk about the vessel and the ships are, coming to the ports, some sea area is also allocated to the ports. So port have two major responsibilities. One, when the container come into the ports, and when the container is going to be upload or discharged from the ships. Before coming to the ports, there are some requirement of the ports. First of all, these sort of containers, different containers you have seen, yeah. So these sort of containers actually not everyone can allow to produce that sort of product. There are some SOPs of shipping companies. There are some criteria from the head of the shipping companies. There are some criteria from the standardized companies, and they have to maintain that standard, everything. So there are some companies actually only are, have some license, so they can develop the container. That container actually is using, because when the container actually is developed, so before coming to the port, what actually the health of the container, what the condition of the container. It's not happen like you see. I have mentioning this is the container. When it takes 1 round or 10 rounds from the sea, it's going to be deteriorate. And same as this container is not allowed into the ships, because not it's going to be discarded. Who is discarding that sort of container? So it means there are some bodies over the world outside from the ports require some audits, and there are some inspectors who actually are hired by the shipping companies, and when they are going to hire the container, before hire the container, they want someone give the report what is the actually health of the container. Either we can the weight is going to be mentioned, either that sort of weight can be tolerable by the container or not. So by time to time, the container health is going to be deteriorate, and same as it cannot be tolerate as the before weight that they have initially first time actually is carrying. So what actually the auditor's done, the auditor actually rub all the weight over there, and then I'm going to mention the new weight. Now this container is going to be allowed to handle that sort of weight now. And they're also going to check it out what is the condition of the container. So they have some SOPs, they have some audit techniques, but again it's a human factor, it's a huge container. They just go inside the container and check it out, each and everything, and finally they can provide some sort of information and the audit reports, through audit report, that this is the container now, this is the health condition, and this is allowable or not allowable. Now again, then according to that, there are so many countries where the auditors are not going to the 100% report. So what happens to check the auditors, and obviously to verify the condition of the container, and obviously it is also a matter of the safety and security who are carrying all the ships from one side to another, or the crew over there. Maybe during during trip the container is going to be happen some accident, and it's going to be like open by any issue, because it's not actually for that weight which they have actually assigned it. So we have another product that is called the Boy Spot. So that Boy Spot, what is doing, through same camera is going to be identify all the issues of the container. It detects the dents, holes, corrosion, wear and tear. It can measure it. It can provide overall container health, how much claim you can manage. Because what happens when the container is going to be allowed by the auditor, and all the goods are going to be inside in the container, and it is going into the port, the responsibility is going to be started by the port. Because the container actually, obviously container can go into the sea and then they come back from the sea, its health is going to be deteriorated. They know it, that they have, when they are going to come back, so condition would be like that. They have to pay 5% claims, different thing. But again, what happens if the audit report is not good, and after the whole journey the container come back from that side, and when the container is going to be again re-audit, so the actual condition is different. So the port have a lot of you can say the wrong claims from the shippers, and it is in billions they have to pay. So eliminating the human judgment or biasness or corruption, this Boy Spot is working tremendously, and we already have given to the TV world as well, and they are now actually using that sort of. We have to just provide the solution, and then they are actually doing by their own business whatever they want to call some auditors or not or whatever, because whatever the auditor reports they have, so they can check it from by their own the system, and they can easily compare it from the system report and from the auditor reports. So this is all about the Boy Spot. The third one is the Boy Spy. Okay, now Boy Spy actually is a intelligence you know, safety and surveillance system. And whatever the videos you are recording, okay, what happens? 24 by 7, how much human can be involved? If any incident is going to be happen within the ports, you have no alerts. How many issues and problem is going to be in the whole ports, in the whole area, you have no analyzation. Right? If any huge sound is going to be come up, then you can know there's something happened. But where it happened, you don't know. So normally what happens in all over the world, whatever the surveillance system are working, they are not working on prevention mode as well as on the detection mode. They are just capturing whatever the event is going on, and after the incident or accident, whatever it is, so you are going to just tilt down into the videos and then check it out what actually happened. If there any sort of like incident is going to be happening. So traditionally design system is not 100% working on the real time mode detection system. So BouyLight is talk about the safety and security. It works on the real time basis through AI deep learning algorithms. It can detect fire, it can detect any electrical shocks, it can detect these oil spills, it can detect the weird animals, it can detect any unauthorized vehicles, okay, in the port, or also monitor the traffic and also monitor the people, either they wear the proper jacket or not, they are on their position, but the guards are actually on position or not, they wear the helmets or not, the gloves or not. So all these things, like, it can be detectable through this part. So these are the like different sort of things that just talk about, and what I like, you can detect and from this part. So we have a situation, approach, and results. So we can discuss this. Stop this video over here. Yes, okay. Now you see over here, this is the normal operations. Okay, vehicle are coming, charging and discharging. Different trucks are coming from the different areas, and so this is the whole scenario. I'm just giving you the idea. So how the ports are working, people are working, and different trucks and lorries actually are coming out from the gates and also into the ports. How they are going to taking the information. So they have some manual system, which truck is going to be coming in and out. This is normal operations. You see the guide actually also have a jacket, also have a helmet. Now, after this video, you can see over here, the same camera actually is detecting which vehicle and truck or any crane is moving into the ports, what are the different sort of containers it's locating, because when you are going to the position of the container to anywhere in the yards, so it can directly informed by the toss, and you have a real-time information. And if any vehicle which you don't know is in the port, so you can direct it. You can see like the same here, the man is going to be detected with the helmets, and then we are not actually talking about the facial recognition over here, because it's very difficult to have all sort of facial recognition, but we can have a like traffic control and everything, whatever the things we have talked about in the past. So this is, we talk about all the information related to the BouyLight, BouySpot and BouySpy. So BouyLight is totally specifically related to the port industry, but BouySpy can be used on different areas. You can use on hospital, you can use on highways, you can use on the tolls, you can use on the any sector of the factory, industrial areas. So BouySpy have a very vast implementing, and the BouySpot actually is for specifically designed for the ports. But actually, this we have already worked on the vision. So vision, we use that vision algorithms, and it's our own algorithms, not designed and taken by the from the Google or Microsoft or anyone. So everything is designed by us. So that's why we have a control, we have accuracy, we have a cyber security as well on that algorithms. Now another product we already do have. Now it can be used on different locations, like for example Planet Scan we talk about. So inshallah I'm trying to have after next week we can have a callmatics. We talk about the call center solutions, how the call center solution works through AI. So we have that sort of solution as well. But I'm trying to next week that we can provide a live demo of the Planet Scan to our team, which can give you the whole idea of whole software, how the software works, how it's designed, and how it is working. So I think today's session is, I think we have to stop on that particular part that is, relates to the BouyLight and BouySpot and BouySpy. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Sam. Mashallah, that was really good. I remember you went through this before, but I just refreshed my memory. I'm just thinking, mashallah, it's got more application use than just the ports, doesn't it? I mean, I'm thinking about sort of where I live with the warehouses, and I think safety detection and surveillance is definitely something that would be a good offering for them, especially the more definitely. I'll just need to take this offline, do the research on the demand from their industry and see who I can talk to. What prerequisites would be required for them to install this? Is it just a camera and a network, or do they need anything beforehand?
Normally you see every organization already have the cameras. But if talk about like BouyLight, so obviously we have to
mainly more about, sorry to interject there, mainly about BouySpy.
BouySpy, obviously we need same cameras. They're just providing the algorithms, okay? And the same camera they can already encounter the different sort of accidents and incidents in the organization. But important is what actually they are looking for. For example, you can just imagine, let's say like human eye. what actually the focal length of the human eye. Okay,
Sure.
how far is going to be, you can understand what happened over there. The same like as camera. So what sort of camera actually you are using? For example, it's an 8 megapixel camera, it's a 4 megapixel camera, it's 2 megapixel camera. So if you have a 4 megapixel camera, it's quite enough. This is a prerequisite. And then you have, if you need an on-site solution, so you must have a very good machine on backside, because you need a machine learning over there. So you must have a very good machine inside. And if you want to like cloud-based solution, obviously it's going to be slow, right? So that's why normally we have we normally tell to the like clients that if they can take the on-prem solutions, then it's quite good. And I'll send you like some technical aspect. What are technical requirements?
Thank you. No, that's very hands-on. And then coming to the traditional question of the price for this, is it similar to the one before? Is it or is it different?
Okay. What we are going to talk about? If we are going to talk about the BouyLight, Kamran, you can also listen. That's basically one of the charming side. So I said that people are actually offering that sort of solution to all over the world, but maybe the same solution and somewhat like different, like tilted switch solution. You can say that, but normally they are offering to $1 million to $0.8 million, right? But we already actually had implemented the $0.4 million.
Okay.
In the DP world, that is we talk about the BouyLight, but that is we talk about in all over the port, whatever the gates they have, and whatever they like, all over the gate. Weighbridge is different. Weighbridge is because we have in Pakistan we have a different type of weighbridge we have. So weighbridge is not there. We have we talk about all the gates. We are going to cover in and out gates, and it's going to be directly going in the toss. We talk about the weighbridge, for example, $100,000, okay, and then we talk about the key crane. Then again we have required what sort of berth they have, because there's a huge berth over there. Obviously, we have a long crane over there, so we need to stall each and every aspect over there. Like when the container is going to move up in the air, it's going to be moving. So where is going to be stopped, so we take the picture, and obviously we have to filter it, and when we everything. So we need some work over there. So again, maybe for one key crane is going to be like $150,000 to $200,000.
What about just the Boy Spy?
Boy Spy is and you can say that it's $150,000.
Okay. And is it just a one-off like managed service agreement, or is it you implement the software onto their systems and then they control it afterwards?
Yeah, we talk about the software. We don't talk about the hardware. Hardware they are going to purchase by themselves.
Of course, yeah. But in terms of running the system, do they run it themselves, or would
yeah, they are going to run it themselves. Two things are there. One is the product, in product cost, pre-implementation and post-implementation cost. Okay, is going to be there. And another is we are going to make a SLA with them, the support, right? So as a 1 year support we are going to provide them. It's on like remote based support, we can do it.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. So today is basically we are just I'll give you the idea, and I'll also so record all these meetings with you guys. So I'm also going to upload it, and obviously we share with you on the WhatsApp group, so you can easily see once again if you have any question. And I'm also going to have a PerceptronGlobal Google Drive. Okay, so I'm going to upload all these presentations over there. So whenever you have needed, so you can also to see for your clients and other things.
Yeah. Perfect. No, thank you so much for that. Very, very valuable.
Right. Thank you so much for everybody. And thank you Faisal, thank you Kamran. Kamran, if you can hear me, I think Kamran is
Thank you, sir.
okay. Kamran, so Kamran, we can have another session with you, and we can discuss something more. So then, thank you so much. Thank you Faisal.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Inshallah, have a good evening. Speak to you soon.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum. Take care.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. जी कामरान